Well, Dawes, how disappointing is it not to take something from that game that you would think you deserved?
Yeah, I think anyone watching the game will genuinely believe that we deserved at least something out of the game. I think if you look at the game on a whole, we were the better side throughout the 90 minutes. They had to spell of 15 minutes just as they scored with just set plays, really, territory and putting it on us, and they got a goal. But I think I've got to take the emotion out of it sometimes and just look at the game for what it was. The 3 points were obviously important, but it's all about us making sure that we plan and prepare for next games, and we know it's a marathon and not a sprint. If you look at the game, like I say, on a whole, I think we had 17 shots, not enough on target, but I thought we completely dominated the game. And then when we got back to 1-1, I thought it only looked like one team that's going to score, and to be fair to their lad, he scored a worldie from the edge of the box that probably gets one of them a blue moon, but it was what it was. Like I say, for me, I've got to make sure that we keep what we're doing really well, which is there's loads of positives in the game, in the way we played, but we've got to fix all the little bits around it.
I mean, defensively, I mean, long throws, corners, set pieces, they're very good at that. And you defended all those so well, didn't you? And it's really frustrating then for the way those 2 goals went in today.
Yeah, we knew what was going to come from Barrow today. They were going to try and be really well organised, and they were going to play for set plays. And that was the theme of the game, really. We had to make sure we defended them. We defended them reasonably well first half, and then they just got a little bit of a ricochet towards, I think it was towards half an hour mark where they got the goal. And they scored it, and they had a spell maybe, like I say, not with play, but more with territory, with throw-ins and corners. And other than that, we defend them quite well. And like I say, the majority of the game, I thought we were in total control. We got in the final third really well. Still need to improve our decision-making in the final third, the crossing, the final ball. But like I say, we look like a constant threat all game. We were nearly there on the end of things. Yeah,
I mean, going a goal behind, but you must be pleased with the reaction of the lads. They still tried to play the football and to do what you knew they can do so well.
Yeah, they kept the discipline. We got back to 1-1 and totally deserved it, and at that moment I'm looking at it thinking there's only one team going to look like they're pushing on to win it, and then out of nothing there was a cross. We've got the header to it, but it's an unbelievable goal that Luke can't stop. And then they've organised, and even then with the last 20 minutes to go, we put players on the pitch to try and get the equaliser and then even the winner if we could have. And we were nearly there on a few things, but like I say, whether we'd have won, drew or lost today, I'd have kept level, because we know it's a marathon and not a sprint. And whilst we're disappointed with the result today, I'm confident with what I've seen today that we're going to grow and we'll be in a good place come the end of the season.
Substitution at half-time, Brad Walker went off and Kieran Morris on. Was that an injury for Brad, or was that just tactical?
Just tactical, because the players know in the group now that there's such competition for places, and sometimes a certain game you'll look at it and go, this suits this player. And what we looked at in the first half is we needed to get a little bit more second balls in and around in front of the back two centre backs, and we needed Paul to give us that. And I think he helped when he come on, when he went into there, and he helped us get more momentum. And with Kieran coming on, we knew he could manipulate the ball really well, and he done well again when he came on.
A little glimpse again of Luke Norris and Christian Dennis, and there were combinations. I mean, with a bit more luck, Christian could have had a goal or two as well, couldn't he?
Christian's a top player. I've got to be patient with it, because they're not quite ready to start yet, because they're a little bit behind. So it's a matter of getting them on at the right time and managing them without them breaking down. So I'm as eager to get them on the pitch as anybody. But when they came on, the both of them had a big impact in the game. And like I say, we were just so nearly there on a couple of bits. And like I say, if I'd have looked back on the game today and thought we'd been beat 2-1 and being the weaker side and being battered or things like that, I'd have been standing here being a bit concerned, but I'm far from it. Like I say, the performance on the whole was good. We've got a couple of things that we'll fix along the way, and we'll just grow and we'll improve, and we'll like I say, come the end of the season, we'll be in the right place.
Yeah, I mean, players coming back from injuries, you say. I mean, Barnsley on Tuesday night is the next one, isn't it? Do you rotate a little bit? I mean, again, are you looking after players? Might Luke or Christian be ready to start?
Again, the prep started, and we'll look at that. We've got such a good group at the moment that there will be players who come in and come out in certain games, and there will be players who suit certain games, and we will look at that. And like I say, the good thing is we've got Saturday, Tuesday. We're going to play a lot of games in a short period of time, so there's some good tests coming up, and we've got to be there and making sure we pick up wins, or even Tuesday getting through to the next round.
Yeah, and it's important as well, the new players in the squad, to mould them into it, and match conditions is what they need as well.
Yeah, it's one thing training. The newer players need to see the environment, how we play, and they've slotted in really well. And I say, will only get better. I'm standing here disappointed again. Like I felt like everyone did is a bit gut-wrenching because you want to win your first game of the season. However, I'm not standing here being over negative or worried at all, because I know that the performance on a whole was good. We just need to, we've got little bits we can improve on, which we will, and we'll move forward.
Yeah, and options on the bench which you had today, as you say, you could change things, but Charlie Jolly, Kane Hemmings, strikers not involved today. Is it still injuries with them?
No, they're both back to fitness. Kane's just a little bit further behind. He's fit, physically fit. He's just only been in training a little. He's been in training a little bit less than the other strikers, so he's not quite sharp yet, but he's getting there. So, like I said, the compensation for places is there, and there will be good players missing out on the squad, and that's just how it is.